Back in 2014, a 28-year-old German man named Lars Mittank flew to Bulgaria with his friends. They were staying in a resort called Golden Sands, located in Bulgaria's Black Sea coast. While there, they were watching some football. Some rival fans were there. They discussed about the game and had a disagreement that caused a fight. And due to this event, Lars was injured, and the most relevant injury was his ruptured eardrum. Lars and his friends visited a doctor and confirmed the injuries. The doctors told Lars to not fly home due to the ruptured eardrum. His friends said that they will stay with Lars in Bulgaria until his ear is fully recovered, but Lars insisted that they can go home without him. They all reluctantly agreed and decided to leave Lars behind to recover. During this period, Lars became paranoid. He made several concerning phone calls to his mother, claiming that people were following him or wanted to harm him. Hotel security footage reportedly showed him behaving unusual. He was frequently looking out windows and into hallways. He was apparently nervous and vigilant. He was leaving and returning to the hotel at odd times. At some point on his extended trip, Lars decided to move out of the hotel he was staying at originally and checked himself into a cheaper hotel closer to the airport. Around that time, he phoned his mother, telling her that he felt unsafe. Paranoid with the situation he was in, he requested his mother to cancel his bank card because he feared he was being targeted for robbery. In the morning, Lars went to the airport. He arrived with his luggage and belongings. Because of his ear injury, he first visited an airport doctor to obtain a medical certificate or clearance to travel. While Lars was speaking with the doctor, a construction worker entered the office. He suddenly became agitated. He allegedly said something similar to, "I don't want to die." Exactly what triggered this reaction is unknown. He abruptly stood up, ran out of the office without his belongings, and left the airport. He sprinted across a parking area and climbed over a perimeter fence, running into a field and nearby wooded area. And that was the last confirmed sighting of him from eyewitnesses and CCTV. Search teams were conducted in the area around the airport, but they were unfortunate with the search. There were some unconfirmed sightings afterwards, including reports that he was seen near a motorway or in a nearby village, but none were verified. No confirmed trace of Lars has been found since the moment he ran from the airport. It will be 12 years this July Lars Mittank has been missing for. In case you have any information in regards to his whereabouts, or if you have seen Lars, the relevant phone number and email is on the screen right now. Maura Murray was a 21-year-old nursing student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. On February 9th, 2004, she left campus after telling her professors she would be away for a week because of a death in the family, a claim that was later found to be untrue. She withdrew most of her cash from her bank account, bought alcohol, packed belongings, and drove north towards New Hampshire. While on her road trip that evening, she had gotten into a car crash on Route 112 near Woodsville. A local bus driver stopped and offered help, but Murray reportedly declined assistance and said she had already called for roadside service. The bus driver knew there was little or no cell service in the area, so he drove down the road and called the authorities. His call was logged at approximately 7:43 p.m. When the police arrived to the scene 20 minutes later, they found her car with her belongings and some personal items, but not Murray. Several unusual details fueled speculation over the years. That being, she appeared to have planned a trip but told no one where she was going. Extensive searches of the surrounding woods found no trace of her, alongside the lack of cell phone, bank cards, and some purchased alcohol. Witness accounts and timelines contained inconsistencies that continue to be debated. Her case was eventually reclassified as a suspicious missing persons investigation rather than simply a voluntary disappearance. No theories has been proven whether she succumbed to the elements after leaving the crash scene, or encountered foul play after accepting a ride from a stranger. Her case remains unsolved and open. Her family, especially her sister, Julie, continues to advocate for the investigation and believes someone may still have information that could explain what's happened. Many investigators and true crime followers considered this case to be the most baffling disappearances of the 21st century because there is no definitive evidence supporting any single explanation. A mysterious YouTube channel called 112 Dirtbag appeared years after Maura's disappearance. The name seemed to be referring to Route 112 where she crashed her car, and the term dirtbag, which had been used publicly by Maura's father when discussing whoever might be responsible for her disappearance. The channel uploaded strange and unsettling videos that many viewers interpreted as taunts related to the case. The account was eventually removed, and no connections to Maura's disappearance was ever proven. If you have any information that can help with the case, please contact them at this email. Andrew Gostin was a 14-year-old student from Doncaster, South Yorkshire, England. On the morning of September 14th, 2007, Andrew left the house in his school uniform and said "see you later" as if he were going to school normally. His parents then continued with their own routines and believed he had gone to school. A family friend later saw him sitting alone in a nearby park after he had supposedly left for school. He appears to have waited until the rest of the household had left before returning home. After returning home, he put his school uniform in the washing machine, left his blazer neatly on the back of a chair, changed into casual clothing, took a small number of personal items, and left the house again around 8:30 am. But before leaving the house, he took along with him his PSP, his wallet, his keys, his bank card, and his shoulder bag. But he left behind his PSP charger, his passport, around £100 in savings and some extra clothes and other belongings. Andrew arrived at Doncaster station and asked for a one-way ticket. The ticket clerk told him that a return ticket would cost only about 50 pence more than the one-way fare. He was left baffled when Andrew declined the return and specifically chose a one-way ticket instead. Afterwards, Andrew boarded a train from Doncaster to London King's Cross station. A woman who came forward said she sat near him during the journey. She described him as quiet and polite, sitting alone and spending much of his trip with a handheld games console, believed to be his PSP. Nothing about his behaviour reportedly appeared distressed, fearful or unusual. Andrew's arrival at King's Cross station was captured on CCTV at approximately 11:25 am. The footage shows Andrew walking through the station alone, carrying his shoulder bag, looking calm and purposeful, and leaving the station via the main concourse. And that was when he was captured on CCTV for the very last time. And his current whereabouts is unknown, alongside any sightings of him is unverified. For one of the most photographed and surveillance cities in the world, there is no evidence of him meeting someone, nor speaking to a stranger. Not only that, there is no verified footage showing him entering the underground or boarding a train. Do you have information about Andrew's disappearance or whereabouts? Don't hesitate to contact his family.